Very good.
Didn't they practice with sticks or something? I'm not sure I'm equipped to reattach arms or legs or heads.
The Great Doc not up to a real challenge? Thought your skills were second to none.
I never said I wasn't skilled, just that I'm not equipped. Yeah, for that. Reattaching limbs.
It's a poor workman who blames his tools. Master, is something wrong?
I saw a planet. Far away, remote. And an island city. Rishi? No, I didn't.
Wasn't me. I've never heard of the place.
A glitch? Sabotage?
Confirmation. We need to travel to Rishi right away.
Hello? You're from the Red Hulls, aren't you? Welcome to Raiders Cove! Nothing but fellow pirates here. You and your crew don't have to kill or maim or eat anyone, right?
Kill or what? Eat people? What are you talking about?
It's what you do. Everyone knows, and it's no big deal. I'm sure those people your crew ate on Talaran had it coming. But we're all friends here, right? No need for any massacres or cannibalism here.
You've mistaken me for someone else. I'm a Jedi, a peacekeeper, not a killer or cannibal.
You don't have to hide. Everyone's heard of you, and no one is disgusted or terrified of what they've heard. Not at all. Except Goro, I guess. He's been saying you'd show up and that he'd love to take you on, but he doesn't speak for the rest of us.
Where can I find this Goro person?
The cantina? Probably. He hangs out there a lot. They serve good food there. No need to eat anyone.
Wa kiku bakili. Kusa mala chikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta.
You must be Goro.
Bampaula kavaji oto.
Easy, Goro. I just cleaned up after your last brawl. Don't do this to me again.
kafstu undile, Gio Holalukuta.
Who told you that I'm the captain of the Red Hulls?
Makipuna male tuta od Mishka.
Fighting me won't prove anything. I'm not this pirate you think I am.
Patonka.
This is the worst mess yet. You're not gonna eat him, are you? That's the last thing I need people hearing about my place.
Please, listen to me. I am not a cannibal. I'm not a pirate. I just came for information. I didn't want any of this to happen.
Yeah, well, Goro did. When he saw a chance for blood, he always went for it. No talking him down.
Do you know who told Goro about me?
Kai Saiken. He's an idiot that runs one of the crews here in town. Goro had just come from one of Saiken's sabak games when he started talking you up. Had to be him. I don't let Saiken or his goons into my place. You'll have to find them out in town somewhere. And watch out for Goro's brother. He's a handful.
Saiken?
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is not my day. Hello! Yes, I am indeed Kai Saiken. Though there are probably lots of people with that name. Just saying.
You don't have to be afraid. I'm not who you think I am. I just want information.
Yeah, information on getting your credits back. Come on, this isn't my first shakedown. You don't really need those credits now, do you? As in, now?
We've never even met before. How could you possibly owe me credits?
What? Is that rhetorical? We never met in person, but we still had a deal, I know. I'm not trying to worm my way out of it. Tell you what, instead of credits, how about I tell you who warned me that you were coming? That's gotta be worth something, right? So you can go after whoever sold you out, and I could stay in one piece?
Go on.
It was a message, so I saved it on my data pad. Yeah! Oh. Great! He put it in the lockbox! It's all yours! Anything else in there too, you just help yourself.
Kaizaku, greetings. I have important information for you. The Red Hulls may be the galaxy's most bloodthirsty and sadistic pirate crew, and they're heading towards Rishi. I'm sure you remember the debt that you owe the Red Hulls. Quite a few credits. Not something they're likely to forget. My droids are spreading word of their arrival. If you were to do the same, they might be too distracted to come after you. The choice is yours, of course.
Greetings, gentle being. Let me regale you with the tale of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous, flesh-eating captain. Oh my! You are the monstrous, flesh-eating captain of the Red Hulls! What a singular pleasure to meet you!
Who programmed you to say these things about me?
I'd be happy to tell you. They're eager to meet you, after all. Big fans. You can find them at these coordinates, but do be careful. After your magnificent duel with Goro, there may be others out for revenge. Excuse me, you there? Have you heard of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous flesh-eating captain?
Your brother attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Gola, Timan Stebodrar. Daugai, Daino to Ubusavu, Daino to Ubushapu.
I'm sparing you. I wish I could have done the same for your brother. Please remember that.
Hey there.
Theron? Lana? You're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revenites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
I'm sure you wouldn't have done all of this without a good reason. What have you found?
We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revenites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
We may not know the Revenites' exact plan, but the pirates will.
Exactly. We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything, but a direct attack on the Blades base now might make the Revenites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it will look like a fight between gangs instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the Red Holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jakaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
I'll get out there right away.
Good luck.
Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
You should watch out for cannibals, too. Apparently that's actually a problem around here.
Well, I think I'm safe on that account at least. Hopefully.
Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan?
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Holes. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Very well. Let's get started.
The war zone, Commodore! We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp!
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us!
But Commodore Marcock!
Go tell the Commodore and the rest of the Blades that the Red Hulls are in charge now.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Theron, do you read me? The supply cache has been destroyed.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blades holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blades' income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
No one should have to suffer in slavery. I'll take care of it.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
All in a day's work for a noble Jedi, yes?
I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
The slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revenites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blades headquarters.
This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it.
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torching her crew of old fossils, we're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems, if you want to prove otherwise.
We have Revan and his followers fooled. We better move quickly. If they cut the Nova Blades out, there may not be any information left to recover.
I agree. Speed is essential now.
The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Chikaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
I'll contact you as soon as I reach the Aggressor. And then we can finally get the answers we need.
May the Force be with you.
Good work. You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
You've sold your last slaves. The Nova Blades are finished.
We'll see. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revenites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
I'll be back in no time.
Perfect. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
That's kind of you to say. Perhaps working together like this means there's hope for a more peaceful future.
Perhaps so.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revenites, but then broke ties. And not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revenites on.
I've fought my share of Mandalorians. It would be nice to have some on our side for a change.
Agreed. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
I'll contact you once I've found Torch. Let me know as soon as you pull anything else out of the Nova Blade files.
You got it. Good luck.
Everything you just heard, it's important. Remember it. But it can wait a little while. There's something I want you to see.
Who's there?
Follow your feelings, and you'll find it. Up here, you know. And I mean here, this house, not just Rishi. Of course, I was young when the Jedi found me. Don't remember much more than the walls, a blanket and a few friendly faces.
Master Orgus.
But it seemed as good a place as any to visit one last time. Hello, Padawan. Got time for a final lesson from an old friend?
It's good to see you, Master. Any lesson you have to share, you know I'll listen.
Whether you'll act on it is something else, It's good to see you, too. Since you set out to defeat the Emperor, you've been fighting almost non-stop. You've been waist-deep in dirt and fear and blood. Since the Emperor's fall, the war's only gotten uglier. And there are dark times coming, for the galaxy and for you.
You've sensed what's to come?
Just a little. And I'm worried you'll forget why you're fighting. Defending the Republic, vanquishing the Sith, those are tools a Jedi uses in the service of life, of people. Not ends unto themselves.
When I fight, I'm fighting to preserve life, not destroy it. I serve the Force, and the Force is peace.
I don't doubt you. But when's the last time you felt connected to that peace? We're going to take a little time, help the people of Rishi. Folks eking out a living, good and bad, living in fear of guns and pirates. You're going to make their lives better, as only you can. You're going to feel why you're a Jedi.
I can think of no better way to spend my time here. Where do we begin?
There are a lot of people without homes in Rishi. Those people are catching Tamaman fever. On Corellia, they cure it for free. Here, no one much cares. No one but you. Your doc can treat a person in minutes. You've got a ship packed with food and medicine.
I understand.
Yes, you do. No Sith Lords, no ancient evils this time. Just doing a bit of good.
Orgus?
You know, when I died, strange to say that, it wasn't my victories that gave me comfort. It was all their faces, the people I'd helped, the people I'd served, made the pain forgettable. Suppose you last long enough to see the war end. How will you live? How will you find comfort when your time finally comes?
With or without the war, I'll serve the Order as long as I can. That means following the code and fighting if I have to. The Republic will always need Jedi.
Good friend of mine always dreamed of dying in a shop holdup on Coruscant. There's always something to fight for. What we did today, I lied a bit. It wasn't just about helping Rishi or reminding you why you fight. It was about healing an old scar you've almost forgotten. One that still aches inside you.
The Emperor.
You were under his control. His darkness soaked through to your spirit. When we freed you, you pushed the memories of his training down deep. I can bring those memories back. You're strong enough to handle them. Let the light cure them and make you whole.
I stood against the Emperor on Dromund Kaas. I don't fear him in my memories.
Nor should you. Fear only leads to hate. Today on Rishi, you felt love.
I am whole.
Then it's my time to go.
Thank you, Master Orgus, for all you've done for me. May it bring you peace.
It already has. You won't see me again, Padawan, but you won't have to. You won't be alone in the dark days to come. The Force will be with you always.
Approaching Torches Island. You're the one they call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revenites and the Nova Blades. I could use your help.
I'm sure you could, Jedi. Tell you what, instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Been a while since someone's given me a fight like that. You should be proud.
I can see how you earned your reputation.
Likewise. And speaking of earning things, I'd say you've earned a bit of intel for that performance. You were asking about the Revenites, right? We were the ones who hooked them up with the Nova Blades. Even helped them win a scrap or two. Once they started the secret manipulating all-out war nonsense, I pulled us out. I've had my fill of war.
Did the Revenites tell you anything else about their plans?
Afraid not. I do know they've got a whole fleet of warships tucked away somewhere on this planet. Never gave me any real details or coordinates, but they're here. If you want to find them and smash them up, more power to you. I liked this place a lot better before they showed up.
If you want to join the fight, you'd be welcome.
I'll keep it in mind. Pretty sure I've got enough to do around here, though. Let's get you patched up, Vode. I've been going too easy on you.
We can't afford to be so reckless, Jakaro. Losing Theron is bad enough. What if we lost you too?
Now, everyone, stay calm. Queen Lena of Onderon once faced a similar predicament, and her solution was quite creative.
Shut up, droid!
What's going on? Where's Theron?
He was captured. The Nova Blades data listed a Revanite safe house here in town, and when we tried to investigate... Theron is the only one the Revanites saw. They may not know about the rest of us. If so, we need to maintain that advantage.
If we move quickly, we may be able to catch up before the Revanites disappear again.
They already have. Please, this is not the time for reckless heroics.
I really think you're all much too worried. They took him alive. That's a good sign. They're probably just torturing him a bit. Maybe doing some interrogation, where he could tell them about us. Oh no!
That won't be an issue. Theron has several discrete implants to help him ignore pain and chemical manipulation.
A powerful Force user may still be able to learn what he knows.
I've never been able to... Yes, I've tried. I'm sure it's no surprise. Theron's mind is highly ordered, very resolute, probably due to his childhood training by the Jedi. He'll keep our secrets, and we will rescue him. But right now, we need to focus and think it all through, just like he would.
You're right. We need to stick to the mission. When we find the Revanites, we'll find Theron.
Precisely. If we're fortunate, he may even learn a bit about their plans. Now, what did you learn from the Mandalorians?
Revan has a hidden fleet here on Rishi. He's preparing for some kind of battle.
A hidden fleet. Pirates altering shipping lanes. That's it. They aren't just affecting the shipping lanes, they're also changing Imperial and Republic patrol paths.
Revan is trying to draw them into a battle.
Here, over Rishi. With his own ships in the mix, both fleets could be devastated.
That must be his goal. Weakening both sides so that he can make his own play.
We have to find some way to interfere.
I know where to find them! After they caught Theron, I intercepted their transmissions. After that, triangulating their base was a simple calculation. I completed it almost 87 seconds ago. They're on a small island not far from here. The native Rishi have a trading village on the same island. I'm sure they'd give us comfortable lodging.
Then let's go.
We need to clean up any trail we might have left here. You go on, we'll meet you shortly.
Oh, I used to love cleaning.
Greetings. We watched you fighting on the beach. The other off-worlders were very unkind. We are much friendlier. Have you come to trade? Do you need lodgings? Outsiders are always welcome here.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm surprised you're so open to outsiders.
We love outsiders. You all have such interesting things to say. An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier. The ones who attacked me? What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors. Dark in one, light in the other. But they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
We'll break up the Revanites' plans before they do any serious damage. I'm sure of it.
May the Force serve you well.
you're here. You got us. What's it gonna be, Jedi? Did you come to spout your narrow-minded drivel? Or do you have something more permanent in mind?
I'd rather avoid any more killing. Wouldn't you?
If you wanted to stop the bloodshed, you'd be on our side. We've sworn to overthrow the governments who've kept the galaxy divided for so long. To end this war. How can you possibly justify standing in our way?
You're betraying the Republic, causing thousands of deaths, all on the word of a single madman.
Revan sees through the lies. He knows how to save the galaxy.
From what? War? Revan's been fighting this war for centuries. He's obsessed with it. The man you're following says he's going to save us all, but he's manipulating and killing quite a lot of us along the way. Will there be anyone left to save when he's done?
I don't know. What do you want from me? Huh? Why are you saying all of this?
I believe you want to do what's right. And if you go back to the Republic, you still can.
You're serious? Just like that, huh? After everything that's happened?
Why not?
This is crazy. All right. I can't speak for everyone, but I'll give the Republic one last shot. We're with you, Cap. Thanks. For all this. And good luck.
With all of the security alerts, I was expecting more. Let's settle this, Jedi, before any more time is wasted with your pointless interruption.
Enough blood has been spilled on Revan's account. We can stop that if we work together.
I'm afraid I'm not interested.
You're back. The Rishi told us about some disturbances in the camps.
I dealt with them both. Theron is being held in another Revanite stronghold nearby. Do we know anything about it?
The Valley facility? We just learned about it ourselves. The Rishi tell us there are quite a few starships hidden in the vicinity.
Revan's fleet.
Precisely. And according to the Nova Blade's data logs, his plan is moving swiftly. Fleets from the Empire and Republic are approaching as we speak. These aren't just small patrol groups. Both navies have gathered their most powerful warships. They're being overseen directly by Darth Mar and Satil Shan.
We know the Revanite infiltration goes pretty high, but surely not those two.
I haven't gotten far enough into the Nova Blade's data to know either way. I agree with you, though. It seems highly unlikely.
What do we know about the Revanite facility?
It seems to be their primary operating center on Rishi. Heavy security with only one clear path of approach. You'll have to attack straight on if we're to have any hope of rescuing Theron and stopping this fleet battle.
Then that's what I'll do.
We'll assist you any way that we can. May the Force serve you well. And in. Theron's toys make all of this slicing much simpler than I'd imagined.
Can you find any hard data on his location?
Let's see. Here we are. Recorded interrogation sessions. Coordinates are included. I'll forward them along.
What about Revan?
No information either way. I'd advise caution.
Another pointless attack.
Where's Theron?
He and I have had some interesting conversations. My own flesh and blood, completely blind to the sacrifices I've made. I've struggled for centuries to preserve the galaxy, to protect future generations from the most destructive evil that's ever existed. How can none of you see this?
I will tear this place to the ground if I have to. Where is Theron?
Not far, it seems.
You're here. Come on, we have to go, now.
Theron?
Escaped all on your own. I hoped I would have more time to make you see.
He's got a signal jammer that's blocking all Starship communications in the Rishi system. The fleets will come out of hyperspace practically on top of each other. No coordination, saboteurs in every crew. It'll be a massacre.
And at last, the board will be cleared of distractions.
Self-destruct sequence. Come on, we've got to go. Look out!
Hello? Is everyone all right?
Lana, you shut down the self-destruct?
I'm beginning to get the hang of this slicing business.
I've created a monster.
You should hurry back. The Republic and Imperial fleets will be arriving very soon.
I'll return immediately.
I'll meet you there. Need to grab a few things on the way out. Attacking from the air is pointless. The anti-air defenses are much too thick.
I'm afraid of them, doesn't that count? What are our other options?
I think a surface attack is our only real shot at taking the jammer down.
Leave that to me.
Perfect. We'll arrange transportation for you.
You've got to move fast. The fleets are going to be dropping out of hyperspace any second now. The longer we take, the more we'll lose.
The Revenites have claimed too many lives as it is. We're going to end it, here and now.
Well, one step at a time. I need to finish slicing the last of these Nova Blade files. They have data on every ship with Revenite infiltrators aboard. As soon as the jamming clears, we'll have to broadcast everything we've got to convince the fleets to cease fire and lock up the Revenites and their crews. One last thing since Lonnie stepped out. Watch your back. I'm starting to think my little visit to the Revenites might have been her idea.
You think she's working for the Revenites?
No, but I don't think she's putting all her cards on the table either. Just stay alert, all right?
I won't let my guard down.
Good. Enough conspiracy talk. Get out there and take that jammer down.
Don't know if you can read me, but I've arrived.
We read you.
Republic fleet, come in. Do you read me?
Flagship Dauntless here, patching you through to the command deck.
This is Satil Shan. Do we have you to thank for shutting down that jammer?
That and a whole lot more.
There are traitors hiding on every ship in your fleet. The Imperial ships too. They're manipulating the battle from both sides.
I'm transmitting the traitors' names now. They're part of a cult. The Order of Revan.
Revan? But he was killed.
Apparently it didn't take.
All ships cease fire. Open a channel to the Imperial Commander.
I've been listening. As ruses go, this is quite creative.
It's the truth. Round up the people from Theron's list and see for yourself.
And if you're correct, what do you propose?
A meeting. face to face on neutral ground.
There's a town on the surface, Raiders Cove. We'll send coordinates for the meeting spot.
Very well.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Anyone like some refreshments? We have several fine beverages available.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. Off to a good start.
Master SWTOR, thank you for coming.
Of course.
The Revanite ships have all been scattered, captured, or destroyed. Their accomplices aboard our vessels are in chains. You found a threat and given us the means to root it out. Separately, what do we have to discuss?
Revan is still alive, my lord, and his plans don't stop here.
The Emperor's not dead. Revan thinks he can fix that, but he's wrong, isn't he?
No one person, not even Revan, can truly destroy the Emperor.
I struck the Emperor down myself. I saw him die.
You destroyed his body, even wounded his spirit perhaps more than anyone before you. But that was not enough. The Emperor's current state is nebulous, incorporeal. To strike at him, Revan will first have to return him to a physical form.
Which is exactly what the Emperor wants.
He will destroy Revan, then move on to the rest of us. In time, he will consume all life in the galaxy.
How do we prevent it? How do we stop Revan?
The Emperor's hideaway is a secret, even to the Dark Council.
The fourth moon of Yavin. That's where we'll find Revan. He wanted me to join him there. Never said I couldn't bring a few friends.
According to our data, he still has extensive forces at his disposal. We would stand a better chance of overcoming them together.
No matter what evidence I present, I doubt the Supreme Chancellor will agree to any kind of alliance or truce.
Neither will the Dark Council, but my ships and the soldiers aboard them are loyal to me.
I can convince my troops to maintain a truce. They've seen Revan's threat firsthand.
Then we meet on Yavin 4.
Agreed.
Theron.
We can talk on the way to Yavin. I have some business to finish here.
Thank you for your help. All of you. This can't have been easy.
The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
Theron had a right to know the danger he was going into, Lana. You should never have hidden the truth from him. Or the rest of us.
The ends have clearly justified the means. Personal feelings are irrelevant next to that. I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
I'll see you there.
Safe travels!